Hey, good morning. I'm here in front of a 2011 BMW 550 V8. I have to change the turbos, and if you gotta do the same or just for entertainment, you stay with me. Yo, what did I do so far? I already kind of started a little bit and then decided to maybe film this at least a little bit along the way. As you guys know, I do not do like completely step-by-step video. It's more for people who know a little bit what they're doing on the cars, and yeah, I don't have the camera set up for that as well. I would need to have a tripod here, and to make it really nice just takes too much time. So yeah, I removed those two inlet hoses here so far and start losing this bracket. I'm gonna take this bracket out of my way now. It's bolted on with two bolts here and there on both sides, and then you just fiddle off the wiring and all that, and you should get it out somehow. And of course I disconnected those guys here. Yeah, that should be it. After I have this out of the way, I probably got to take the O2 sensors out and start removing this big heat shield up here. That's probably my approach for now, and then let's go from there. So I got the cover off. Yeah, it's just hold here with a couple of bolts on the side along, and there's one here in the middle. Basically you can see them here. Basically you don't even need to take them all the way out. I just noticed it's slotted. So you only take the back one out. Other ones just loosen up. It's supposed to bond here and there. You gotta take those out. One was missing. So now I'm gonna loosen those brackets here from the lines, and I'm gonna start loosening the lines. But at some point, to loosen up this bottom line here, this one, probably not really a good idea to try right in here. So I think the best approach would be like loosening up the turbo from the catalytic converter here. Those two clamps gotta come loose anyway, and then I'll probably be able, when I lose all the brackets here before and the lines that I can reach easy, then I probably can get the turbo up just a little bit easier to approach that line here, take that bolt out, and I should be ready to take those guys out. It's really not difficult. It seems like. Let's wait. There's always BMW, European cars, they're always good for a nasty surprise. All right, let's do a little heads up what I did so far. I did remove those coolant and oil lines here on top and on the side. This one here, it's probably hard to get the bolt all the way out while the turbo is still completely in place. So I'm gonna wait with this one. Focus, and then I'm about to loosen up the ones here on the catalytic converter and down on the manifold. You can see it's right there. But before I do this, I have to go down in here, and let me see if I can focus in. You see, those are the return lines. And I have a feeling that this Torx bolt here is one that stays with the line. So you might not need to be worried about losing it. But I'm gonna let you know later after I loosen it up. So there are two of them. The second one is like right behind here. There's one, and there's another one right there. You don't know if you can see. Try to go from this angle a little bit. It's hard to see, but there are two of them. And for each turbo, I'm gonna take them loose and see how that goes. Already took here the vacuum line off, wastegate, and so far it's going smooth. Yeah, so I got this first turbo loose. You wanna start on one side. I picked the passenger side because that bottom bolt here was like easier for me to approach. And once you have the clamps loose, something fell. That's how you lose tools, right?
Like and subscribe.
Pick it up right away. If something drops in an awkward spot, don't wait, you will forget later on. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, so once you have this loose and the bottom here from the manifold, it's gonna be stuck somehow, you know, because it's just not gonna become an easy loose by your hands, most likely. So you take a little crowbar and go in between here and lift up a little bit, and then it pops loose. Don't mess up your back, you know. Let me take this thing out of there. All right, that was not too hard actually. Turbo is right here. Yeah, let's go to this bolt here. As we said, this one you don't need to be worried about losing. It stays in place. Oh look, here's our master mechanic arm here.
Yeah.
That's the guy who can do everything in a heartbeat. So now I'm gonna do this side. Just easy to approach now, this bolt from that side, and it should come out easier than the other side. Yeah, so I went ahead a little bit and already have the new turbos in, but as you could see earlier, the second one came out. The only difficult part is really once you put the second turbo back in. I put this one here first because that's the order how I took them out. I took this one out first, then this one, then put this one back in, put this one back in. It's kind of like getting this clamp down here into place. There's really not really much I can tell you about, other than you want to get this here in the top first lined up nicely and tied up a little bit, and at some point it's just gonna pop into place. That's how I did it. I tied up halfway the top and start jiggling and moving it around a little bit, and it's kind of popped in, and I could tell at this point I could actually engage that lower clamp. But otherwise the stuff is basically reverse order. There's not much to it, and yeah, I keep going now, and it's gonna put the lines, the brackets from the lines back, and put a couple of lines on here on top, and then it's basically time for I would say maybe the intake pipes here, but I have to change a water pump, auxiliary water pump on this car. It has a code, so I'll probably stop here soon and switch over to that. Gonna make a separate video on this. So everything back together basically concludes the turbo job. I know it's not much detailed. It basically shows you again just the basic steps that are involved. It's pretty easy job actually. Just take your time, and maybe 5-6 hours at the most, probably less, and you'll be done. And thanks for watching and subscribing, helps a lot. Enjoy your day.